Welcome to the Art Lady channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a pop-up card for Easter. And this is a simple stair-step card. Okay, I'm going to show you why we call it a stair-step, because the parts that pop out of the base of my card appear to be stairs. Let me show you on this example here. You can see how the smaller ones look like mini staircases. So that's why we call it a stair-step card. Here's another version of it. Now, if you don't want to do the Easter part of it, you don't want to make a bunny or an eggs, you can just turn this into a field of flowers with a beautiful meadow or a beautiful field of flowers and put some cows or chickens, whatever you want in your field. But I'm just going to show you the base part of how to add things to your card. Our first step is to take the card, a base card, and you want a heavy piece of construction paper or for your base, or you want a piece of cardstock. That works well. The heavier the better. And then you want to go ahead and fold this in half like you would a card, making your edges nice and evened. And then you're going to cut 2 slits on the fold. So here's my fold. I'm going to close the paper, holding the fold. I'm going to make a slit on one side and a slit on the other side. And I'm making these slits equal lengths. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to measure with my scissors here, and I'm going to do 1 entire slice of the blade of my scissors. And that's about 2 fingers from the edge. So 1 entire blade length. And then you want to double check to make sure it's the same length on both sides. You can estimate or measure with a ruler. That's up to you. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make the first step, which is the biggest step. It's going to be the largest, and that's going to be in the middle here. So what I want to do is, if you look at this card here, when the card folds in, our step folds out. So now my card is, if I open it up, my card folds in. I want this step to fold out. So I'm going to do what's called an invert. I'm going to invert it so that it folds out. So with my fingers in the back, I'm going to push down. I'm supporting the inside with my thumbs, and I'm just going to simply invert this fold backwards so that it pops out. So once I've folded it, now with my fingers in the back, I'm just going to push it down, and then I can pull this out as I fold my card. So my card is folding the right way, and this is popping out. And as it does, watch what happens. It's going to, whoops, I'm going to give it a little push, and then I'm going to close my card as it's inverting, and I'm going to fold the area here. Now, when I open it up, it's going to pop out from the card, like so. And you can leave it like this, have 1 step, or you can do many layers. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do many layers. The next layer I'm going to use is this fold here and the bottom fold. We're going to do 2 of them. I'll do 1 at a time. You don't want to do the center fold because that's going to go in. This is already sticking out. So any fold that matches the original card fold, for example, this fold, or this side, or this fold, or on the other side, you can do. So I'm just going to simply open my card up, and this is the part where I'm going to cut now. So I'm going to make a slice about half the length of my scissors. It's about 2 fingers wide. And I'm going to come on this side and make it the same length, about 2 fingers. And the fold I just cut is on the bottom fold here. If you want to make a line with a pencil, you could. I'm going to show you with a marker so it shows up. This is the fold that I want to be cutting right here. Or you can even do it on the back. This is the fold I want to be cutting here. Okay? So I've made my 2 slits. Now I open this up, and I'm going to invert this fold. Okay, so this is slit here. I want it to come out, so I'm going to simply push my fingers in the back, fold it this way, and then when I close my card, crease it down. Now I have a fold here. This fold was a little crooked, so I have a crooked step. I'm going to tuck it back in and make it straight. So you can check to make sure your folds are pretty straight. Now I'm going to fold on the bottom here. So this is where I'm going to show you here so you can see better. This is where I'll be cutting from the back. Again, not on the top of the step on the edge here, just in the back. I want these to invert out. So here, what I'm going to do is on the back, I'm going to slice right here. So I'm going to fold, turn my paper over, and I'm going to be slicing right here. And I can make a short step about 1 inch. I'm going to make a slice about 1 inch. And then I'm going to invert my fold. This folds out. I want to give a little poke so it goes down. Like so. Okay, so it's inverting. And then when I close my card, I can press and crease. So now on the back, I have almost like a tiered cake here, just like that. And then when I open up, I have all the steps. Now, of course, you can add more steps if you want to in here. You can even add another one in here, another one in here. Any of the folds that go in are okay, for example, here, but the ones that stick out, like this one, you can't cut. If you cut on that, what it'll look like is this. So I'll show you what happens if you cut on those folds. You're just going to create something that goes in right here. So when I fold it down, I'll show you what it looks like. You'll have a box that goes in. Sometimes you might want that shape, that's up to you, but that's what's going to happen if you cut on the folds that come out. For this card, we wanted all folds coming out like this. Now what we do is we basically just decorate this now. And what I've done is, let me show you one here. I applied some grass for the meadow, okay? And then here, I did textured grass, like this. And then I cut some flower shapes. So what I'm gonna do is just place this down or place this here. I apply a very small amount of glue here. Place that on. And I'm going to place this here. I've cut some jagged shapes out of scrap paper. Now to cut those shapes out, what I did was I just folded a piece of scrap construction paper in half. And then on the ends, I just cut a bunch of zigzags back and forth, like so. And then I used all this paper. I cut down the middle. I've got a piece of grass here, here, here. These are just tall blades for the meadow, and here. So all of this could be added to the card. For the flowers, what I'm going to do is I took little circles and I just cut little tiny V's out around the flowers. This is just one way of doing it. You can make your flowers any way you want to. You can even make them fringe by just making lots of little slices inside here. So it looks almost like daisies. If you have flower punches, flower stickers, all of those things you can add. And then I put some dots in the center of the flowers like so. And you can glue those on. For the eggs, what I did was I made an oval shape out of a rectangle. So I started with a rectangle and I just trimmed the corners. Rounded the corners, rounded the corners, and you have a nice egg shape, like so. And then you can decorate the eggs. Okay? And now for the bunny, what I did for my card here, I provided these bunny cutouts for my students, but you can even make your own bunny, okay? Using, here's some more cutouts. One is the girl, one is the boy. You can decorate the bunny any way you want to. But you can make your own bunny by using just simple shapes here. This is a rectangle. I'm just going to round the edge of the top of the rectangle. A square, I'm going to round the top of the square, all the edges, so that it becomes a circle. And I'll glue the circle onto the oval part of this to make a simple bunny. And then I've cut two long pieces of rectangles out of the cardstock, and I just make these pointy for ears. And then I'm going to glue them to the back. So you can easily make your own bunny cutout. In order to make this a quick project for my students, I just provided the bunny shape, but that's up to you. And then you can glue your bunny on, just like that. Now I'm going to glue on some things and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, I've glued on some of the grass. Let me show you what it looks like on the side view. And then you want to test it as you close it. Okay. Now when I'm gluing, I make sure my glue isn't really very heavy. I want to put, I usually just squirt a little bit on a piece of scrap paper, and then I dip my finger in and I barely put any glue onto my shapes as I glue, just like that. Let me lay this flat so you can see it a little bit better as I work. So almost no glue on my finger, and I just rub it in very lightly. And I'm placing the flowers that I've made. And when I made my flowers, I cut many of them out at the same time. So I laid all the little circles on top of each other. You can even make these out of squares. Small amounts of glue. And you can cut them out all at the same time to save time. Small amount of glue on the back, small amount of glue on the back, and just place them where you'd like. You can hide, you can do little snakes if you want in the grass, you can cut out butterflies. For this, you can use your imagination with little bits of scrap papers. You can turn this into a beautiful meadow or any kind of a cute little design that you'd like. I'm just going to stick an egg up there, and I'm going to put one down here, and then the bunny can go here. Now, what I do, I'm going to show you when you close your card. Sometimes the bunnies are going to be, anything really tall is going to stick out. If you don't like that, you can just make your little bunny shorter. Let's see, I might have him do this. I might have him sitting like that. There, so then when he closes, I've just got the ears that stick out. And you can even bend the ears if you want to, like that. Now, what I like to do is, if you notice, when you close the card, you have this piece opened. So what I do is I take another piece of paper, and this doesn't have to be as heavy as the base of the card here. So you can make it a little bit thinner. And I put a little bit of glue, like this. I just draw a line, and with my finger I bring it to the edges here. And that's a pretty thin line. That's not what I call blobs of glue. It's a pretty thin line. And I'm bringing it to the edge. And then I want to have this folded exactly in half. And I slide this in. And then I'm going to press. Oops. That's not lined up exactly. Then I'm going to press. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Very thin glue. If it's too thick, what it'll do is seep out, and you don't want the glue all over the place, because then when you open up the card, it'll all be stuck together. That's why when you're applying things like the flowers or the decorations, if you make butterflies or bees, whatever you're making, if you apply the glue too thick, things will stick once you close the card, if you don't let it dry. So the less glue, the better, just enough to do the job. And then when you're opening it up, there you go. Okay? So that's basically how you design a simple stair-step pop-up. Now you want to decide placement. You want to have them varying different places. I'm going to put one right here in the front. I like that. Just like that. And there is the pop-up.